you know how I feel. It's a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling jet lagged today.
Which way am I supposed to be going?
Left. I feel like a rally driver. Oh, and also team, this morning, you should have seen it. There was kangaroos for miles. I even this morning had a kangaroo wave at me. Magic moment here in Australia.
A coating over the top so it never comes out.
Like someone's hair. I need to return this. Someone's hair's fallen out on it. Yeah. Sorry, I'm joking. He believed me. That might, yeah. British sarcasm over here. Sarah's hair from last week has ended up somehow on my pancakes here in Australia. Oh, that is the biggest dribble I've ever seen. So, Mini Cara, how's the Open going? 24th? Sitting 24th? Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought. 3 weeks in, Cara, how you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
Good. Actually, no, I'm exhausted. It's like mentally and physically exhausting. I'm looking forward to it being over. Never done redos before, and doing the workouts twice feels twice as long. It's taken a long time and my poor body is struggling, but 2 more. We're over halfway.
Put my flip-flops on this morning. Jazz has done the same to make sure that we don't train at the box today. You know, once you get into the box, you'll get roped into doing something, so do many of you do that? We're gonna go swim. This morning we had a really good meeting. We might be bringing out some super cool sunglasses team in the future, but you saw the start of it today. You saw those drawings. Next we'll show you the design, then we'll show you the prototype, then we'll show you the real thing, and then they'll be available. It's kind of like how all of our sampling processes go. We're just taking you through this one. Training with friends, Royce. This is you.
This is my song.
That lunge workout was so bad. I haven't recovered. 21-15-9 strict handstand push-ups. You start and finish with a 100-foot lunge. So 400-foot lunge, 21-15-9, and you do it twice.
What are you doing now?
3-2-1-1-1 snatch. We'll hit 80 for 3, 100 for 2, and then we'll see how the night takes me. Oh yeah. I could do 100 foot of anything on this thing. 100 foot of skateboard? I'm down. You know, you concentrate when the tongue comes out. Oh, this is epic. Am I Casey Neistat yet? I'm sold. How much? Garbage.
Yeah, what a garbage 120 snatch. Go. Terrible. On a bad day. You know, I was expecting way more of you, Royce.
That was.
Pretty chill environment this morning.
Alright, so working out wise, let's go.
Don't use the word workout in this one. We just...
You ruined it.
Let's go.
Why don't we just do back and forth 50s for like a 20 minute?
Like 1 for 1?
Yeah, so like I'll go up and down, and then Jazz will go up and down, and then I'll go up and down, and then Jazz will go up and down, and we just do it for 20 minutes.
You're gonna walk me through all 20 minutes. How's it go? You go again, or does Jazz go?
That was hard, team. Swimming for me, I don't do it at home really. But today I managed to breathe every 3 strokes. So I can only usually breathe on this side, but I managed to breathe this side. Little victories. My lats are so pumped. So if you're not used to a ski erg and then you get on the ski erg, it's really freaking hard. So every time I come to swim, because we don't do it often enough, and I should do it more, and I'm going to try and do it more, especially when we're here. It's so freaking hard. I don't think I'm actually set. Team, I do realise that today I'm on a chair that looks like I should be on safari. Today we're actually on the CrossFit safari. We're going to talk about CrossFit. It's a solid chair, well built, bamboo, strongest material on earth. Team, let's talk about just random things that are going on quickly before we go into the leaderboard and everything 20.4 and 3. Kevin Hart, we all love him. Small little person, kind of like Jazz, but way funnier. That is a matter of opinion. Jazz, when she laughs, can make anyone laugh. Anyway, this Halloween, he dressed up as The Rock. Haircut kind of suits him. That Halloween costume, he gave it heart. Country music fans like myself, you will appreciate this. Luke Combs, this one's for you, ties Shania Twain's Come On Over for longest top country album reign. As I said before on this news, you know, Khalees said her milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. That yard was built on the gravel that comes from Luke Combs' voice. Yes. 3, if you want to be the fittest man on earth, this is how you do it. Apparently you have to sit like this anytime you do sit. You know, we visited his house, we've done a house tour with him. His actually TV is on the ceiling right there. That's how he sits all the time. It's kind of awkward to have a conversation with him, but I mean, if it works, it works. Also from Jazz and myself, we want to say congratulations to Pat Vellner.
I'm Michelle.
Soon to be Vellner.
Aww,
in a post,
guys.
In a post on Instagram, they said, "It's a deal then, we'll save the gingers."
Oh, they're so cute.
Over the last couple of days, Pat and Michelle have got engaged. Congratulations to those two. I'm sure a lot of you have already seen the news over the last couple of days about James Newbury, who came off his mountain bike this weekend. After coming off his bike, he actually suffered 2 broken transverse processes in his T-spine, which is his back, a punctured lung, and a couple of broken ribs. That means that his campaign within this Open is over. That also means that he's super lucky. Team, I'm going to take this time now in this video to say always wear your helmet. Look at his helmet, it was a bit messed up after that. Going out on your bike, you think it's cool not to wear your helmet, it's not, because staying alive is cool. After this trip, he was actually supposed to come back to ours for a couple of days before he went and then competed in the Filthy 150, the first sanctioned event of the season. Obviously that won't happen anymore, he can't fly with a punctured lung. Pain, however, we have talked to him. He is, you know James Newbury from these videos. We know him even better from just being obviously with him in person, but he's one of those people that just says, hey, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. He's gonna come back stronger. We'll see him at some sanctioned events towards the end of the year. He's already trying to recover, and if you know James, he loves the earth. He loves earthing himself. If you don't know what that is, it's basically sticking your feet in the ground, becoming one with the earth. But anyway, he's now out of hospital and getting as much sun as physically possible. Whilst doing the gardening, apparently it was a bit boring to be sat on the sofa for so long, according to his girlfriend Kayla. Also, whilst he was in hospital, he did make friends with a bird. He's the Australian Dr. Doolittle. If you go around his house, he has 17 kangaroos, 3 koalas, and a wombat. That's a fact right there. Right, anyway, today we have also had the news of a couple of penalties that have been given out for 20.2. We've had penalties been given out for a false start out of the 40 females that submitted their videos. 15 girls had a false start, and on the male side, 18 guys had a false start. Basically, if you read the rules, it says this workout begins with the barbell on the floor and the athlete standing tall. After the call 3, 2, 1, go, the athlete may pick up the bar. What I think's happened here is that the athletes have kind of been half bent over or towards the floor before the timer has started. They haven't been perfectly straight. In more major penalty news, we've had 9 penalties given out for 20.2, 1 major penalty to Simon Mantela for consistent lack of depth and lockout on the thrusters. We saw Chandler Smith's score adjusted by 34 reps because he completed only 23 double unders on a lot of his rounds. That's why this workout was actually pretty hard to judge for a lot of people. Like, trying to get the right amount of double unders over a 20-minute time scale, not easy for anyone. If you've ever counted double unders, you'll know exactly what I mean. We also saw Noah Olsen's score being deducted 7 reps due to the double under counting. Matt Fraser lost a rep due to a toes to bar after the time cap. But other than that first major penalty, no real major penalties for 20.2 week. But anyway, on to 20.3. 20.3, we saw the controversial handstand push-up standard come back. 20.3, if you look at the statistics, heat on minded, only 8 people in the world finished under 6 minutes, that's male and female, and only 0.33% of the worldwide athletes finished under the 9-minute time cap. So if you didn't hit the time cap, sorry, you suck, along with the 99.67% of the world. So don't be hard on yourself. It's a freaking hard workout. Jacob Hebner, after his 18.4 controversy, basically him not making the games because of this workout 2 years ago. You pay to play the game, it doesn't matter how much I complain. They, CrossFit, make the rules and whether or not we agree with it, it's their rules. So what he's gone and done this week is he went for forearm shortening surgery, and it went well. Unfortunately, he only got it on one arm, so his reps look a bit wonky. No, that didn't happen, but what he did do is he did do all of his handstand push-up reps on his knuckles.
4, 5, no rep. 6, 7, 8, 9, no rep.
And according to the CrossFit rules, your hands just have to be in contact with the floor. He looked up anatomy, apparently your hand is anything from the wrist down. Didn't say just palms, so he went on his knuckles. Completed the workout in 7:22 unofficially. Ben Smith put up a funny post. He basically said, did anyone else feel like they were getting measured up for a suit? The funniest finish of 20.3 was Goodmanson. Check this out. And Dave Castro did do 20.3, and this is what he had to say about it.
Okay, I just finished 20.3.
On the female side, the winners, we saw Annie Thorostarter and Brooke Wells. Annie made the deadlifts look incredibly easy. And on the male side, we saw Austin Maliolo equal his time that won 18.4 on his second attempt. His first attempt finished a little bit like this.
No, go back! Have it back! 1 more second, come on!
And after these 3 weeks of the Open, the one thing that I did want to pick up on quickly before we look at the top 10 and a couple of people that I'm looking at over these next couple of weeks is that Zach George is equal with Elliot Simmons after these first 3 weeks of competition, both with 11 points, both joint first in the UK. But anyway, after 3 weeks, the leaderboard looks pretty solid. In the top 10, we have Goodmanson, Vellner, Fraser, Olsen, Yonikoski, a lot of past games athletes. And the one really I'm looking at over these next couple of weeks is Rich Froning. He's right on the cusp of qualifying as an individual. We know he won't go as an individual, and the Open isn't his main priority, but it's still pretty cool to see him lying on that cusp line of qualifying for probably his 1 millionth CrossFit Games. He's like Chuck Norris of the CrossFit world. And then on the female side, we have a super strong top 10. All of the girls in the top 10 have been to previous CrossFit Games. Sarah Stigma-Storter still sits on top after finishing 11th in this workout. But the one person to look out for over these next couple of weeks is 16-year-old Emma Carey, who won the 14 to 15 category at the CrossFit Games this year. She's hanging with the big dogs, and after 3 workouts, she's sitting in 35th, 3 places out from a qualifying position to the CrossFit Games as an adult. And then to finish off, we've had an 18.4 clue. Dave Castro posted a poem. The poem was The Man and the Owls. Basically, I'm going to break it down for you. A man called some owls, he then killed the owls. He kept calling the owls and then killing the owls until eventually the owls killed him. What came to mind was exactly what Tim Paulson said. You earn more time format, so you'll do a certain amount of reps within a certain amount of time. This week I feel like it's going to be a mix of rowing, wall balls, and muscle ups, probably ring. If I was going to make up a workout, I'd say like 40 calorie row, 30 wall balls, 12 ring muscle ups every 4.5 minutes until failure. I don't know. But anyway, that has been a quick news. I feel like I've been talking fast today. Have I been talking fast? And I've had a lot to get through, but I feel like we've done it. Today's been awesome again. Been a little bit more chilled. You've seen a little bit of behind the scenes business. You saw a games athlete, 2 of them. You saw us do some fitness. My swimming level is like of a turtle that cannot swim. And now you've just been filled in on the facts before point 4. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, please do smash that like button. Still trying to keep on the daily hype. Share it with your friends, family, and go back and watch previous videos. I'll link a couple of them down below. And as always, thank you for tuning in and coming back. We'll see you tomorrow, team, and in the next one. We need to go. Where do we need to go? We need to go around the corner to the park to catch a shiny Squirtle on Pokemon Go with a top hat. Do you need more Pokemon Go friends? Do you want me to put your code down below in this video? I'll put it on the screen right now, team. It's not Jazz's number. You can't like speak to her through it, but you can become a Pokemon Go friend. We'll catch you in the next one.
Where did it begin?